Hey guys, and welcome back. So today, obviously, we're gonna be doing some spreading. It's actually gonna be just me today. Brent is busy getting sawdust. Brent is my boss, by the way. If you're new here, I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm. Probably you can tell by the giant manure pit behind me that I work on some sort of farm. So I do work on a dairy farm in central Maine. Just me and my boss, Brent. Brent owns the farm. We milk 70 cows. Both of us work 7 days a week. It's just us. We do all of our own cropping. So needless to say, we are very busy. So I need to get right to it. I got the loader down here already. So now I just need to walk back up and get the manure spreader. The 1066 is hooked onto that. We do have new batteries on that. If you watched the last video, you know that we were gonna put new batteries in it. Well, we finally do have the new batteries in it. So it's so nice to go out and be able to just start it right up. But I was just letting it warm up for a few minutes because it's very cool today. I think it was 20 degrees this morning. It is a gorgeous day. The sun is shining. There's not a breeze at all. Just a perfect day to spread manure. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're good to go. Deeper than I thought it was. All right, it's gonna be interesting going from this hot and cold because it's nice and toasty in here and it's very cold outside. So we're probably gonna need 4-wheel drive. Usually I put it in low and then I'll put it in fourth, the button on, which does make it a little bit slower. So the pipe is right there in the middle, so we have to be very careful of that. We don't want to hit that. That's the pipe that comes up from the barn. Our barn cleaner chain goes around, gets pumped underground and up through this pipe right here. So we want to be really careful that we don't hit that. Usually on the soupy stuff, it's fine. But if I get into the more solid manure, I need to be really careful because we don't have the bucket bolted on the loader. And the quick attach is kind of worn out on this. So if you hit something just right with only one corner, the bucket will fall off. So you got to be really careful. Like I said, we should be all right because it's just soupy stuff right now. But if I were to go into this pile over here, if I were to chip into this pile at all with like the corner of my bucket, it would definitely fall off. So. Park this in the corner so it's not in the way here. I think that should be a good load. It's pretty soupy stuff, so if we end up tipping it all on the road, we don't want to spill it all over the place and make a mess. So we'll see what it looks like, but I think it's full. Probably I'm way off and there's like nothing in it. Oh no, that's definitely good. Actually might be a little bit too full, but I think it's all right. Let's go spray it. Go all the way up behind that house there. So we already did that one over there. That took us quite quite a while. That's a pretty big field. I think we put like 12 or 14 loads on that, which is spreading pretty good. We've been trying to put a really, really good dose on stuff. Somebody had asked if we have enough manure to spread on all of our land, and yes and no. Because the cows go out in the summertime all the time, obviously there's not much crap that's collecting in the summertime, but we do have a bit in the fall, so we spread on particular fields that we know really need it, and then come springtime, after the cows have been in the barn all year long, obviously we have a lot of manure stored up after that, and we can spread the rest of the fields next spring with all of that. So yes, we do have enough, but we have to do some of them in the fall and then some of them in the spring. Mostly just because we pasture our cows. You do lose a lot of manure in the summer that way, but it's so much better for the cows. They live so much longer, and we still have plenty of manure to spread on our land, so it's not really a problem. But anyway, you guys know how I love to talk, so let's get going. Spread in first with the TA back. I thought it was the TA ahead, but that's too fast. The TA back, so. Our gate is closed, so we just gotta turn the PTO on. Rev her up. liquid manure with a side discharge to get the right consistency. It's either open too much and letting too much out, or it's not letting anything out at all. Our manure usually isn't that consistency. It's not our manure, that sounds weird. The cow's manure is typically much stiffer than that because we do a lot of cleaning out in our freestall and we use a lot of sawdust, so it's pretty solid. But this is just because it had rained and also they've been staying in the barn, so there's not much sawdust in the cleaner when it goes around. It's just mostly manure. So that stuff in the middle of the pit is going to be pretty liquefied, but we usually get right out of that in the first few loads. So I've got to hurry because Brent's probably already headed back from the sawdust trip and he's going to wonder how much I've got done, and it's going to be nothing. surprised we've gotten this much done before he got back, because honestly, I'm very slow with this. It's been about 2 years, I think, since I've actually loaded the manure spreader. He very rarely isn't here, so usually he's here doing it with me, so I just spread and he loads. But I think I've got it about as close to the wall as I can possibly get it. I want to be able to go around this pipe here and load from that side, so I've got it backed up as far as I can. I'm going to clean up the rest of this soupy stuff and then start working on some of the solid stuff, which should spread a lot easier, so it should go a lot faster. Look, guys, I can go skating. Except it is cracking. are finally done. Brent just got back and he helped me with a couple more loads. So we got quite a few done. We pretty much got all the semi-solid or liquid stuff taken care of. Now all we have left is this ginormous pile of freestall crap and hay and everything that has been sitting for a whole season. So now we can clean that up. It's all burned down. Wait for that hay that's in there to break down. It kind of turns into like this black mush, and it is just so good for the land. So we're gonna pick some of our fields that really need it, and we're gonna put that on it. There's probably quite a few loads in there. There's probably 30 or 35 loads in there, so quite a lot. But yeah, it looks nice to see it all cleaned out. We weren't sure we were really gonna be able to because we haven't been having very good weather. It's been too cool. But today was beautiful, great day. The wind's kind of coming up a little bit now, but it's about an hour and a half before milking time. I just saw the girls headed up across the pasture, so they know. So I'm gonna have a coffee break, maybe go home and chill for a while. It's wreath making season and my family does make wreaths, so I may go home and help them with that. Have a little bit of a break and then head back here and milk the cows and just call it a day. I think it has been a wonderful farm day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and you guys know what to do. So thank you guys so much for all your support and kindness. Keep it real, keep farming, and I hope you join us in the next video. Bye guys.